We are really pleased to welcome as our very special guest on the show. It is my honor to introduce to you a man that I have known for over 18 years. He is the former mayor of Laguna Beach, California, and also a top volunteer for the Visitor Aloha Society of Hawaii for 18 years. Please welcome Bob Gentry.
Thank you, Jessica.
You are the former mayor of Laguna Beach, California, and you served for 3 terms, 4 years each. And what is that like, being the mayor of a major city?
It's wonderful. It's a city that's like Honolulu, a resort city. So there's a lot of similarities, but I enjoyed it. I loved it. Doing the work of the people, it's terrific.
And you had a lot of issues that you had to solve, a lot of major crises.
Correct.
Share with us about some of those, and also a lot of controversy too.
The first major crisis for our city was the AIDS epidemic, and we happened to have the highest per capita incidence of that disease in the country.
Wow.
Then we had a major wildfire, which was arson set and destroyed over 400 homes. That was followed by some severe flooding and landslides, and I could go on, but those are the major ones.
Oh my gosh. And you went through a lot of controversy because in the entire country, you were the first outed gay mayor in the United States. What was that like for you?
To me, it was just being me.
Yeah.
So it had its challenges. We had to have a certain amount of security, and we had some death threats and all of that stuff that goes on.
I
but
can't believe
it
that.
was okay because we had the support we needed. I just felt it was important to be authentic. I did it because I felt I needed to, and it was my core. I was not going to give up who I was because society might look down on me. That to me was not being honest and moral and ethical. You have to walk through life being authentic.
Here you are, the mayor of a major city, and you're retired now, and you moved to Hawaii, and you decided to be a volunteer for Visitor Aloha Society of Hawaii. Now, for those viewers who don't know it, I have been involved as the president and CEO of VASH for 18 years. I was chairman of the board for 2, so for 20 years. And all we do is help visitors in crisis. And Bob, share with us your experience as a VASH volunteer.
Sure. My experience as a VASH volunteer, first of all, I got involved because I saw a piece that was done about you and an airplane accident and a young lady who was involved in that.
Yes.
And that was in the paper, and I thought this is a wonderful way to participate in the Aloha spirit, which I deeply respect. And so I got a letter off to you, and that's the beginning of it. And we just got involved, and I worked together with you, and I've had a great time. It's very humbling, it's very important, and it's very meaningful.
And explain to people what we do. I can, but you're a volunteer.
Sure.
We've never really sat down and talked about
Right.
what you know.
Right. Well, we come to the aid of visitors in crisis. Whether you lose your wallet on the beach, or your spouse dies next to you in bed overnight on your first night of vacation, the whole gamut, or you get very ill and you're hospitalized in ICU, we come to your aid with our aloha and our knowledge and our commitment to standing by you and taking care of your back as you move through a trauma.
And I really see where your background as a mayor sort of transitions into doing what you're doing now. We don't ask our volunteers to handle serious cases. You are really one of the experts in that. We ask them to just talk to our visitors about thefts on the beach and things like that. Is there a case that sticks out in your mind?
There are several, but the one that comes to my mind particularly is a case of a drowning at Hanauma Bay.
Oh.
A young couple, recently married, both very accomplished scientists at an East Coast prestigious university. And I met them in the emergency room at Straub after the gentleman of the two had died, and worked with her, the surviving spouse, through the rest of her visit here and taking care of issues. And we stayed in touch for several years after that. And it's just fun to watch that person come out of the trauma
Exactly.
and get the support that we and others can provide, and they start to rebuild their lives. That's the real joy in this, showing me that Aloha really works.
I have to ask you this question because the name of our show is Inspire You and Me. Bob Gentry, what inspires you?
The people that inspire me are the people who are going through these crises and dealing with it with the level of maturity and understanding that they finally can get. They're very, very inspiring. And I love that interaction. It gives me the strength to continue because I learn a lot about my own life, because we're all going to face certain tragedies in our lives, and we need to have that kind of support and help, and we learn from doing it.
We do. None of us get through life without some sort of incident or family situation that happens to us. Bob, I want to thank you so much for being a guest on Inspire You and Me. And I want you to stay with us another 18 years.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jessica. It's my honor.